when I... Let's talk about clogged drains. Okay, there's nothing worse than if you've ever sat into, or you're in your shower, or not sat, but standing in your shower, and all of a sudden you feel the water starting to slowly, look, I'll do it on these, slowly creep up over your ankles, and you're just like, oh no, daggone it, it's clogged, and you're thinking, oh, I gotta get a plumber. Or have you been the one that has to get in the shower after your husband on a Monday morning, and you've got a clogged drain, and you're actually standing in someone else's dirt? It's not a pretty picture, but we have the solution, and that is our famous, of course, drain cleaner from Professor Amos. It's a 2-pack, this is 12 applications, and I'll tell you what, I was one of the biggest skeptics ever, and I got a seriously clogged drain, and I used it, and I should have videotaped the experience. I was blown away, and millions of you are using this every single time you have a clogged drain or to keep your drains clean as can be. All right, we have Amos Harp III who's joining me.
Susan.
Hi, darling, welcome back.
Thank you, it's great to be back with you. It's been so long.
It's been forever. And we're so happy because you guys get rid of those clogs.
Oh, definitely, if you have a clog at home, accelerated formula. That means it works on contact to break down the greases and oils. Now, SuperFast, it has over 2,000 5-star perfect reviews. Now, the dynamic way that this works, it turns your hair into foam, your greases and oils into foam, all your grime that's been in your line, it turns it into foam. We call that saponify. Now, that foam breaks down into liquid within 10 minutes, and you could run hot water. Inevitably, this passes through your line. Unlike these consumer products that you buy from the store, have you purchased one of these before?
And they're very caustic.
I'm gonna tell you what, when you take the cap off of there, you're gonna know how many chemicals are in there. I read the ingredients, Suzanne. It says there's sulfuric acid, there's bleach, there's ammonia, there's animal fats and lies in there. I'm gonna pour just as much as I could fit down test tube number 2. And what you're gonna see is 90% of those chemicals trickle. They trickle right past the clog and they end up right down here. Now those chemicals are coagulating right now. They're building heats of 160 degrees Fahrenheit. And I want to let you know, it's cold right now. It's cold all over the country. And your pipes are cold. When they're going from extremely cold to hot fast, they're going to crack. Now, when you gotta call a plumber, you already know, that's a service call. That's at least
75 bucks for them to stand at your door.
At least. Now, this could be the biggest mistake that you ever make. So do yourself the biggest favor. Check out our SuperFast. Don't wink. You're gonna miss it. Now I'm gonna put this right over top. I want you to count to yourself right now with the accelerated formula. How long does it take for this to start to go to work? Within a 10-second period. It's been 10 seconds or less already, Suzanne. 10 seconds or less, it's already, with the accelerated formula, starting to break down everything in the line. The greases, the oils, last week's food, last month's food, even last year's food. It's hardened and solidified. It's breaking that down into foam, saponifying everything. So all you do is leave that sit for a good 10 minutes to break down the hair, the food, and everything, and then you're gonna run hot water.
All right, now this is gonna do 10 to 12 applications.
That's right.
So here's what happens is you typically get this, it works so good, then the next time you need it, you've run out, you have a freak out moment. It's horrible because you're gonna need it. You're gonna get clogged drains no matter what, right?
That's right.
So here's what we recommend. We have auto ship on this. And what happens is you can get another one shipped to you in April, October, December, and February. You will continue to hold tonight's price while you're in that auto ship, but you can always cancel it if you'd like to. But it's great to get it because there's a period during the summertime where we don't have the drain cleaner on the air.
That's right.
It's the weirdest thing.
Seasonal.
It literally is seasonal.
We can't do this all day.
Exactly, you got other things to do. But understand that it happens every single summer. People will be calling us, we get emails, people go online and they're talking to customer service, they're like, where's Professor Amos's drain cleaner?
Yeah.
And like literally, we do not carry it for a certain part of the year.
All year long.
Exactly. So tonight, I can guarantee you 4 more shipments if you sign up for auto ship. It's super easy to do and you guys can control your auto ship. It is really custom to what you need, but don't miss out that we have auto ship. And I'll tell you, you only need to have one clog and watch this work one time, Amos, that when you realize it's so effective.
That's right, and I mean, don't take our word for it. Look at the reviews. They're amazing reviews. People to get this home.
How many reviews do you think you have now after so many years?
Oh my God. Okay, so number one, there's over 1 million bottles sold just within the past couple years here. Right. And I know there's over 2,000 5-star perfect reviews, okay?
Wow.
I don't know, there's so many reviews. And
there
people get this home, they try it out, they putting us to the test all the time. Look at the reviews, you'll see that. But what I want to point out here, this is very important, very, very important. This is out of the kitchen sink.
That's disgusting.
Suzanne, this is the dirtiest place in your whole house. If you didn't know, there's 500,000 particles of bacteria per square inch. That's in the drain line in your kitchen sink. You have to eliminate that. That's a feeding grounds, a food source for bugs and critters. Now, what I'm going to show you here is a piece of oil by grime that represents all that hardened and solidified food that's been in your drain line for a month. I'm talking about last month's food, last year's food, even more than that. This, with the accelerated formula, SuperFast on contact, starts to go to work. It's not a drain cleaner where you have to wait a day for, you don't have to wait an hour. Within a 10-second period, with the accelerated formula, it's starting to go to work to start to break down that clog. And you leave that sit for 10 minutes to break down the clog, and you'll hear that drain line. Remember that sound?
Oh, it's the best sound. Yours was super long. Okay, so here's what happened was it was my bathroom sink, and literally, of course, to get this face out in the morning, it's a lot of potions and lotions and stuff, right?
Oh,
toothpaste, hairsprays, makeup, powders. It was all clogged up, right? And I was like, oh, daggone it. So I got my super drain out. It's the first time I'd used it, and I put it in there. And guys, I wish I would have had my camera rolling on it, because it started gurgling and bubbling and burping.
Right.
And I sat there with fascination because it was so fast. That's what really, I thought it had to sit in there for like, you know, a couple of hours. You know, it just went to work, just like you're seeing these go to work. And then it cleared that drain, ran some hot water down it, cleared it up.
Clean, right.
And from this day on, I will never, ever be without this in my house, because it works that fast and it's that good. Now that's another disgusting
This is disgusting, and thank you for that awesome review there. Listen, you take the screen out of your tub, out of the sink, and you look down there with a light, it's gonna look something like this. And that's after you wash your dog or washing your hair. It's gonna be a oil byproduct in there, hair clinging to it, and you gotta eliminate that, because that just keeps building that nest of hair. These lines right here, they represent the big lines, the ones that go from your house to the sidewalk, down to the city sanitation. There's no job too big or too small for our SuperFast to break down that clog. Now I'm gonna go both of these at the same time, and that's another consumer product that you buy at the store all the time. Test tube number 1, I'm using the SuperFast, and Suzanne, guess what? This one right here, guess what? I'm gonna pour the whole thing in there, okay? They tell you to do that. They say use the whole bottle of that acid, of that bleach ammonia, but I want you to notice what's happening right here in test tube number 2. It's expanding the material in your lines, all the toilet paper, all the toothpaste, all the hair product, the skin, it's expanding that matter. That's bad, because you know things are expanding and they're coming back up out of your drain line after you use a product like that. What went down your toilet yesterday could be coming back up out of your sink. Okay, it's not good. So eliminate that. Use our proprietary formula, our innovative drain cleaning method, our SuperFast to declog your line. And I'm talking about 12 of your toughest clogs. Even when you have standing water and water's not going down, we have a perfect consistency that weighs heavier than water, and our product gets through the water to the clog, and with the accelerated formula, it starts to go to work on contact.
That's great. Now, people always ask, what if I have a septic system? Oh,
yeah, safe on any application. So septic tanks, septic systems, how about your boat tanks, your RV tanks? It's safe on those too. And you're gonna love it. A lot of people have older homes, and if you have an older home with the terracotta clay pipes, it's safe on that application. Maybe a newer home with PVC pipes or cast iron pipes or galvanized steel pipes. Any of those applications, no problem. That's a job for our SuperFast. It'll get the job done. And you can see I poured it right down that designer sink. It's not gonna hurt a thing. It's not gonna rust out and pit those fixtures like that acid would, that bleach would. But our SuperFast doesn't hurt any of that, but it gets to work on contact. You can see all those pipes down there, Suzanne? Yeah. Copper, PVC, galvanized steel, terracotta clay pipes, the older homes, the newer homes, that use our SuperFast to clean those drain lines. You'll be glad you did, because your drain lines, they're out of sight, out of mind, right?
100%.
We clean our clothes, we clean our house, but those drain lines never get serviced, they never get maintenance. Use this even if you don't have a clog, just a slow drain or maybe a smelly drain at home. You'll be glad you did, because it cleans the drain line. There's nothing in there that's sticky or oily to bring back that new hair clog or that new clog.
Now we have a question on Facebook. They want to know if it'll work with your dishwasher. You guys create, but you create an item for dishwashers.
That's right. We have a preventative maintenance specifically designed for the machines.
It's called PM.
Fast PM. What it is, you mix that with water, and then you run that. You put that right into whatever reservoir you have for your dishwasher, maybe your laundry machine. You got to think all these machines at home. home, they have drain lines, and you have to clean those drain lines because your dirty clothes could be spinning in dirty water because that machine won't release the dirty water.
So if you want that, and thanks for the question, you want to get the PM maintenance.
Yes.
That's what it's called. And it might be in stock. I don't know, Catherine, can you check to see if PM maintenance? Thank you, darling. We're going to see if it's in stock because that's what you want to use on machines.
Yes.
This is for your clogs. Washing machine. You know all the gunk you get in a washing machine? Yeah, but if you have a drain, it could be your sink drain, your bathroom drain. It could be the drain in your shower. Maybe it's the drain literally in your basement. You know how you have the drains that go in the basement?
That's right.
So that would work. This will work great on that.
100%, 100%. The toughest clog, your small pipes all the way from your kitchen sinks, your bathroom sinks, to the big lines. It's running under your garage floor, underneath your house, out to the sidewalk. SuperFast will dissolve the gunk and grime in there by saponifying and clean those drain lines. And like I said, afterwards you'll run hot water and it'll clean out all the grime. There's nothing behind it's going to be sticky or oily. Now here's what I got to let you know. This one right